This is my first Sebastian Bach vocal analysis. Skid Row, Wasted Time. There's a lot to be learned and internalized about powerful, healthy, mixed voice in Sebastian Bach's voice. Before we get into the song, let's listen to him talk a little bit.
I can remember watching my aunt and my mom make French fries, singing, "Let me stand next to your fire," you know, all this stuff. You know, what is that? That's rock and roll, son. Or driving in a van, listening to my dad sing, "This is the end," not realizing the lyrics. "Father, yes, son, I want to kill you." Dad, what is this all about?
Hear how playful and free he is, even in just his conversation. Let me stand next to your fire. Like doing all these things that are modifying his vocal weight, his pitch, and timbre. He brings that right into his singing, and I will assert it didn't start with his singing. This is part of his personality that he's bringing into his singing, making his vast range and his amazing expressiveness easier to do because he's doing it in normal speech.
That's Jim Morrison, boy.
I haven't listened to these songs in years. Massive wave of nostalgia.
You and I together in our lives, sacred times we'll never fray. Then why can't I
Listen to Frey.
never fray?
Frey. I'm exaggerating this, but he travels on a journey in that one word. It's not just Frey. Frey grows it, brings it in this really forward and whiny sound from a very soft, contemplative sound. Store that as we get to the more challenging stuff.
Sacred times we'll never fray. Then why can't I let myself tell lies and watch you die?
Let myself tell lies. Let myself tell. There's lots of playing with placement and breath pressure, even in this range. When you listen to newer modern singers, like Spencer Satella, for example, you really hear the influence. Listen to that line again and tell me you don't hear a bit of Spencer.
Let myself tell lies and watch you die every day. I think back to the times when dreams were what mattered. Time stalking youth naivety. You think you never let me down, but the horse stampedes and rages in the name of desperation. Is it all just wasted time? Can you look at yourself when you think of what you left behind? Is it all
Yeah.
just wasted time? Can you live with yourself when you think of what you've left to me?
Oh, the journeys he goes on with his notes, the way he grows them and like nurtures them and arcs his phrases. It's priceless. This stuff can be learned and honed and done by anyone. It just takes the right mindset, the right approach, and being non-judgmental towards yourself as you're figuring things out. If you'd like more help with the foundations necessary to sing like this, click the link below and join my free voice course. And I'll help you pull things out of your voice you never knew were there. You can find that link in the pinned comment or the video description. Let's go back and listen to right before the chorus and into the chorus. I want to point out a couple things that are huge giveaways for developing your mixed voice and free upper range singing.
Naivety.
You said you never let me down. No. Yeah. There's compression at the beginning of this phrase and at the end of this phrase. You said you never let me down. Now, this can be harder to do as you inch up into the upper area of your chest voice. Just remember this idea of lifting something heavy and then practicing different postures with your voice in spoken phrases. Down, 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 down is going to help you with that note paralysis when you start to raise your pitch. If you can practice pitch apart from notes while you're dialing in your compression, that'll be huge. Hear how wide open desperation is? In the name. It's a bit nasal, a bit more closed. Name of desperation. Name of desperation. That. Listen to the end of shun too. Desperation. Hear the variance in placement? This isn't desperation. He's leaning in and backing off of his breath pressure and using placement as a vehicle. Desperation. Ooh, and then adding compression at the beginnings and ends of notes helps with that as well. Dynamic. Interesting. Time. Time. There's that rasp over really good chord closer. That's not just dumping breath. Wasted time. No. Wasted time. Yeah. What? Variable compression here. He's not locked into one way of using air. It goes in and out, and he winds it a little bit and compresses into it, just like the conversation he was having in that interview. Here we go. Okay, listen to that phrase again. Listen for the clean parts. We're not just screaming this. There's a lot of dynamics here as well. This should give you a huge clue if you're wanting to expand upward and do so powerfully. It's not one level of huge power. It still arcs. It goes in waves. Hind starts very clean, right? Let's take that part first. This is light. Hind! Go into head voice first. Hind! Dying cat. And then grow it into a brasher upper mix. Hind! With a really open vowel. Let your voice quiver as you're working with the support a little bit. Hind! Then, as we close it, just like he's doing, as he goes to that E vowel, use that E vowel as a way to let your voice falter a bit more. Hind! Like that. But as you close the vowel and you feel your voice start to quiver, compress into it. Hind! Now, keep thinking that pitch and start compressing before you close the vowel. Hind! It's still going to do that a little bit. Now let's work on the compression airflow balance and work on forming that vowel more forward in our mouth as we shape the tone with the back of our mouth. More on vowel shapes and support and all that in my course. I started to compress before I changed the vowel, focused on forward vowel placement, and I didn't totally crack up, but I was able to add extra weight at the very end of that phrase. Now let's work on the ascent.
Can you live with yourself when you think of what you've left to me?
We're going to compress into this as we go up into our middle mix. That's going to require that we change our placement. Go a little bit more back, nasal and crow. When you think of what? When you think of what? No. When you think of what you've left behind. Yes. You hear how it arcs. I'm bringing in and out compression, and I'm subtly changing the placement as I'm singing the notes. I'm not just locked into one way of producing notes. I wouldn't be able to even do it. What you've left behind. That actually could lead to some interesting singing. But it's not what he's doing. He is much more controlled by allowing himself to abandon into different shapes, postures, and resonances. This is huge. Haunt you, haunt you, haunt you. Try making those different sounds and then putting them together. Haunt you, haunt you, haunt you.
Where's my friend I used to know? He's all
I literally could stop on every line and analyze. I'm not going to.
around. He's buried deep within us.
Buried deep within us. So cool.
Just searching for a soul. Can you feel inside?
Ah! Listen to that again.
Oh, can you feel inside?
Really good constriction.
Inside your heart as it's bleeding.
Hard as it's ble-
You believe you can be
And then cleans it so masterfully up on loved.
loved. You feel inside your heart as it's bleeding. Why can't you believe you can be loved?
Why can't you believe you can be loved? How he cleans things up at the right moments and adds the grit at the right moments is it's art, man. It's really, really awesome.
Oh, you scream in agony.
And then scream in agony, scream in agony. Oh,
And the horse damn beast and rages in the name of desperation.
listening to that again.
In agony. And the horse damn beast and rages in the
Rages!
name of desperation.
This is awesome stuff. I mean, he's amazing with it. But this is a combination of different placements and coordinations that can be learned and honed in your own voice.
In the name of desperation.
Get the notes first. Head voice. Grow it into a brash mix. Lengthen on desperation. On desperation. Ah! Now, something he's doing at the end there is really key to his overall flavor and sound. He lengthens his vocal tract almost to a yawn as he's embracing nasality. Sean! Yeah! And then, of course, compressing. But there's this sense that he's getting rid of some of that whine. Ration! That sounds all right. This sounds cooler. Yeah! Part of it's mouth shape, part of it's just making sure you're singing with a very open throat. Rages! What you left behind. Again, those clean moments are so awesome. Just almost like he's throwing away on his false chords. Just wasted time.
Can you live with yourself when you think of what you've left behind?
We got to listen to that again and unpack little parts of this. Just so cool. Very constricted there. I'm telling you, start in head voice. And grow it. Then add the compression. We hear him do this. Exactly what I'm talking about. Did you hear it? It was really thin at the beginning. He's growing it. He's finding that placement in a very small head voice and then compressing into it. I love that. No. He does the same thing that Chris Cornell does at the end of some of these really aggressive phrases, where it's this, this letdown. Absolutely love that. There's this humanity where he's connecting these high notes to his chest by sighing out of them. Rages. I love how he throws the word left away. You left behind. It's like a you've left behind. That time was beautiful. Time. Very forward. Wasted time. Does he throw it back? No. wasted time. Then he goes to the next phrase. So that's cool too. He's leaving that forward. He's gotten the mixed placement down and he can throw it forward more in a belt. That's pretty cool. And then listen to the next phrase. Forward. Can you live with yourself? Time? Can you live with yourself? Super cool. I like that sigh into it. That can actually help you find the coordination. It's a different way to grow into the note. So it's not just, you're not just trying to go, hear what I did? Kind of a whisper to a head voice. Closing my chords, then adding the support. Behind! It's a lot you can do with sighing, even at this level. Sick! Memory, very different posture than behind memory. Yeah. I never thought you let it get this far. Never thought you let it get this far. There's so many different textures here. Sebastian's voice, just absolutely incredible and underrated extremely in today's day and age. I know I sound old. Yeah. There's a giveaway.
Never thought you'd let it get this far.
Never thought you. That rasp I was talking about at the beginning. Now listen. How he sighed out of that. It's almost like he's letting his voice crack as he's sighing out. There's this whimper. You get to hear all the layers he's using to compress, shape, provide air for these notes here. I'm exaggerating that, but we have to exaggerate. We have to put things into the fringes of our vocal experience in order to unlock some of these forms of self-expression.
I never thought you'd let it get this far, boy.
Sure was fun and hugely educational for me to go back and listen to this song again. Like I said, I haven't listened to some of this stuff in years and years and years. So thank you for the suggestions. I think you can see that if you want to work on your mixed voice and your power and distortion up there, this is an artist to do that with. If you want more help with your mixed voice, be sure to check out this playlist. And again, if you would like help developing the freedom to sing in these ways, and you'd like to do so without feeling judged, click that link below and join my free course.